It's official, like a referee with a whistle. So like and share this episode. So today, someone sent me a female waxer, and she's talking about how a lot of women that comes into her business, they have a lot of hygiene problems. So this woman, she's a professional waxer, so she cuts women hair down under, if you know what I'm talking about. She gets rid of women hair. She's a waxer, professional. And she's talking about how a lot of women have hygiene problems down under. And I talked about this before. So I'm gonna play this video and I'm gonna let you hear what she had to say. You're gonna hear it from a woman's point of view. Because when I said it, a lot of people thought it was hard to believe. But listen to the video.
Sorry, I'm in between clients right now. I have 20 minutes to eat my lunch, so I'm doing it at the same time. But to preface this video and say I'm not trying to shame anyone, I'm just being super honest. Being a woman, a waxer, you realize that not everyone grew up with the same knowledge of hygiene, feminine hygiene as you. And like I said, this is more meant so to be educational, but I need to set the scene so you guys understand what it's like when some people lay down on our table. Now you have to understand, as a waxer, there's a lot of things that I don't care about. You're like, oh, my hair is so long. I don't care. That's the point. Like, sorry, I'm sweating like in the middle of the wax. Girl, I don't care. I don't care about your hyperpigmentation. I don't care about your ingrown hairs, your weight. I don't care about your size. I don't care what you wore to come. Like, I don't care. But there is a certain level of personal hygiene that I think people don't realize you have to take extra care of the bits and goodies that are downstairs when you're a woman. And these are things that you do not learn as a child growing up. You really don't know. Men don't really care when they're having sex with you. So then when you have another woman down there, a service provider, it's like, wait, just so you know, this is going on downstairs. Being honest, if you didn't know this, now you know, you need to wipe front to back. As a waxer, when you wipe back to front, I can tell. Your feces is smearing into your discharge, and it's all the way up the front of you. And obviously, this has a smell, but this is like severely unhygienic. It's introducing a lot of bacteria into the area, and you are very prone to UTIs when this happens. And honestly speaking, some women don't know this. Like, genuinely don't know, because honestly, wiping back to front is easier, but it's not right. You need to be exfoliating your whole body. You need to use a washcloth or a loofah of some sort. I use a silicone loofah because it is not harboring with bacteria as like a netted loofah. You need to use something to wash your body. You need to wash your whole body. You need to spread your cheeks and get the water in between your cheeks when you're in the shower. You need to wash your legs. You need to wash your feet. You cannot just use your hands. It may not seem like a hygiene thing, but this is a respect and a manners thing. I can't tell you how many times I've had clients come in, hey, sorry I'm a few minutes late. I was at a workout class. Hey, sorry I'm a few minutes late. I just came from the gym. Why would you do that? And listen, I'm one for charging a late fee and a no-show fee. I will charge you. But if you're like, hey, I was just at the gym and I am sweaty down there and I just worked out for 2 hours, or I just came from a hot mat class, a hot yoga class. I need to shower before my wax appointment. I promise you, I might even give you a discount. Like, if you are sexually active with your partner before your appointment, chances are high that we know. Number one, it has a smell. But if he nuts inside of you, it's coming out on our table. When we pull the strip, you lose control of that area in your pelvic floor for like a few seconds here and there. It comes out. And listen, that's y'all's business. Do what you need to do. I'm grown. I'm pregnant. I get it. Gets to a point where like you need to have that under control before everything is out on the table. Because everything will be out on the table. Believe that. Unfortunately for me, it will be. So even just like that's a manners thing. That's something we need to be mindful of for going to our appointments. Like, this is why people have sit down air. If you don't know, this is why people have sit down air, because they are not clean down there. And this is the area of you that you never see and that you can't really get to. That's why people come and get waxed, because nobody's trying to shave in between the crevices, but they do need to be clean. And number one, the reasons that I'm saying this is because, like, so I've had situations where, like, clients genuinely, I have a hard time waxing them because of odors and things like that. Mind you, I am pregnant, so I'm sensitive, but like, even before then, if you come and you have feces smeared all the way up to your vulva, the entire room smells like poop. I got clients after you, and then now I'm running late because I'm trying to air out the room. Like, mind you, I'm face first in your crotch, trying to do service for you. I need you guys to understand, although I'm being like firm in this video, trying to be educational, I'm not trying to shame y'all. People literally don't know, and that's okay. And like I said, there's a lot of things I don't care about when I wax you. Like, even people be farting on the table, stuff like that. People be farting on the table when I get facials when they're asleep. Like, you really can't help, especially when you're, spread eagle, butt naked on a bed. Like, it happens when I'm pulling a strip. That's totally fine. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Things like that, though, it's fine. But the things that you can control, you need to control. And not just because you're getting a wax. You need to control these things because this is your body and your health. Especially if you are someone that is sexually active and has a sexual partner, man, woman, whoever. And, check yourselves. I would say it's a small percentage of women watching this video that have ever taken a mirror or their phone and gone like this. Listen, it's not always a pretty sight. It's not. And really looked at yourself. You should not have toilet paper crumbs that have been in your lips for a few days. And the first time they're getting out is when I'm waxing them out. There was a time that I thought a client had a tampon in, which is totally fine. I wax clients on their period all the time. I just tell them I do prefer that you wear a tampon. I don't want you to free bleed onto the table. Just thought she had a tampon in. I go to move the string because I'm trying to get this side. It's toilet paper that has been wadded up so far into her lips that it looked like a tampon string. But like, there's just so many things that if I were to tell y'all, you would be like, why do people do that? And you would be surprised that it happens as often as it does. Just telling you, be mindful when you're going into these services. But beyond the fact that it's for the services, this is your health. Things build up, things accumulate, bacteria harbors. Bacteria loves moisture, bacteria loves heat, bacteria loves confined spaces. Like, everything that has to do with a woman's female anatomy, bacteria loves that. Even on your best day, your body is still fighting those things out. So give yourself a fighting chance. Take care of yourself. Clean yourself. Take the time. It's part of loving yourself, and it is self-care. I don't want to see anyone spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on their face and you haven't washed your genitals in a few weeks. Haven't been cleaned out since the last time I waxed you. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I gotta go. And please, I was not trying to sound rude, but it gets to a point. Hi, I'm Rachel.
Now, you heard what she said. Now, this is going to make you think before you decide to dive head first with the next woman you choose to lay up with. And this is why I'm so hard on women when it comes to hygiene. And this is why you should take your time and get to know them, see how they live and how they wash up. Because a lot of these women, like, I learned this when I was in the Navy. A lot of women, really a lot of these other groups of people, they don't use washcloth. You heard what she said. They do not use washcloth to wash their face and to wash their bodies. They don't. They'll wake up in the morning, go to the bathroom, turn the water on at the sink, and throw some water in their face and kind of use some type of just water or just to wake them up or whatever. They don't use no washcloth. And when they go in the shower, all they do is wash their hair and let the soap wash down their body, and they get out. They don't wash, they don't soap up the rest of their body at all. And I'm telling you, I've seen this hundreds of times when I was in the Navy. You know, and you know the funny thing is, you had guys and girls at the time making fun of me because I was using a washcloth and they wasn't. And then you had guys and girls making fun of me because I was putting on deodorant and they wasn't. And they were making it seem like I was stinking because I was wearing deodorant. I said, no, I don't have to wear deodorant. I can go probably the whole day without wearing deodorant and I wouldn't be stinking, but I wouldn't smell fresh. I said, just because you don't wear deodorant, that don't mean you smell good or fresh. Just keep that in mind. These are the types of people that they brag about not having to wash their face and not using the washcloth and walk around stinking and not putting on deodorant. They brag about that shit. You know? So just keep in mind, when you deal with some of these other groups of women, this is what you have to pay attention to. Because they're not really paying attention like that. You know? They're not really taking care of their bodies like that. A lot of times, like the lady said, some of these women, they don't know because their mother probably did the same thing. Their mother just soaped her hair up, they focus on their hair the majority of the time when they go in the shower. And the majority of these women, ask them the last time they took a bath. Ask them the last time they took a bath. Or have you ever seen her take a bath? That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you laid up with. And you might have dived head first, eating at will. You don't know what you eating. Just because she look good, that don't mean she clean. And what I've found over the years is some of the most attractive looking women tend to be some of the most nastiest. Some of the women that don't take care of themselves, they don't understand their body, they don't know how their body works. If they was to get some type of bacteria or yeast infection, they wouldn't know what the heck going on. You as a man, you would have to tell her what's going on. Because 9 times out of 10, most of the guys she's laid up with ain't gonna tell her. Say enough. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I would hate to have, I don't know how much this lady get paid as a female waxer. I don't care how much she get paid. It ain't worth it, in my opinion, to be waxing some woman and she's smelling like fish. The whole room is all funked out. I wouldn't want to have that type of job or be in that type of business as a waxer. And she said a couple of those girls came in and they had toilet tissue in between their butt crack and some of them were in the vagina. Think about that. That shit can form bacteria, and that's what a lot of. And another thing, this lady, she was saying that you could. She had some clients come into her business, and they had toilet tissue in their butt, between their butt cheeks, and they had tissue inside of their vagina. And she said the room turned into the funk box. It turned into bacteria. And a lot of these women didn't know that was going on. They didn't know some tissue was inside them. And the last thing I would say is she also mentioned that she could tell when the woman didn't wash her ass before she got there, because the girl smelled like sex. Because the guy that she was with, husband or whoever it was, bust all up in her. And when she came to her business to get wax, the cum dripped out of her on the chair. So this is why I say I don't care how much she is paid. In my opinion, ain't worth it. I would not want that job. It's really a dirty job. I don't know how much she get paid, but I would not want that type. I would not want to wax women for a living. It ain't. I don't care how much it is, but it ain't worth it. You know, I'm sorry. You know, so just tell me what you think below. Like, share this. You know, and tell me, have you ever ran into a woman that had the funk box? You know, and what did you do? Did you leave or did you tell her? You know, most guys don't say anything. You know, instead of having the jelly box, she got the jelly box. She got the funk box. Most guys ain't gonna tell a woman that she's stinking. They won't. And boy, trust and believe. If you ever go down on a woman and she's stinking, boy, you will be scarred for life, boy. I hope that never happens to you. This is why you got to do the hand check or the finger check before you go down there, because you will be scarred for life. I got a buddy that's like that. You know, he's scarred for life, boy. He actually went down on a woman that had the funk box at the time. And boy, whew, he's like, he got PTSD of that shit. But like, share this episode. Tell me what you think below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight, but then I saw the stallion that I like. Here from